Well, today is January 21st. The other day, the landlord sent me an email after we had a few short correspondences about resolution to what's going on. And I sent him a copy of my YouTube channel so he can get up to date about the fact that I've gone public about our case in the court. And all of a sudden, he felt it was really important that he come by and see me. He could have come by and seen me a long time ago. But here it is. He now believes that my best suggestion was that we should get together and talk about this. But I hope he realizes that injury's already done. I'd like to have a big heart, and I think I do have a big heart, but I've been smacked around, or I've been taken advantage of. So let's just see how this negotiation goes. We'll see. Stay tuned.
I'm gonna mute my phone, yes, I can hear you, but
Yeah, you just hold tight. You could just, I'll talk to you after you. Just take it all in.
yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey Ken. How you doing today?
Another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise.
Yep. Cold as witch's tit. Come on in. What's first on the agenda?
So I thought we would use this time, because you suggested it before, that we should both our eyes look at the same things at the same time so we can come up with a...
This is not the first time, though. You understand that we both have had our eyes on this
Well, let's...
before. Okay.
We have, and I thought we addressed some of the more
Well,
important things, but evidently
That's
you have
yet,
other
that's
things.
yet to be. That's yet to be.
So let's start fresh.
I'd like that.
Let's start fresh.
I'd like that. How you doing, bro?
Hey, not too
Good
bad.
to see you,
Pretty
man.
good.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Yep. Okay. I guess start where you want.
All right.
Want to come on in?
You're recording us, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What really needs to be addressed are the
This is the bedroom.
correct the walls, floors. Okay. I have a list. We can, the windows need to be addressed. I need new screens. This was the only window that got a new screen before Al and Keith left. That one there, but I need new screens. I got broken glass.
Let me get my pen out. I have a pen. Okay. But I have one. I don't know why I don't seem to find it. I purposely put one in. Well, anyway. So this is the bedroom. So let's take our time. I don't want to just go over it so fast that we don't come up with the bedroom. So the wall needs to be scraped and painted. Is that what we're talking about?
I'm not the one to make those decisions.
Yeah.
I'm not the professional here.
Yeah.
Okay, these are not my decisions.
But you're concerned about.
You're the homeowner. I'm
Yeah.
concerned that I live in a place that's presentable.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's factual.
Hold on. You don't go so fast that I can't make a good. Take a picture of that so we have something to remember what we're going to do.
And if you follow the red arrows around the apartment, you'll see the markings on the walls of all the cracks. You just walk around and you can see all the other.
So right there.
Wherever you see red markings.
Okay, that's the only other red marking I see, right?
You just missed that one over on your right there.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is drywall, right?
That's drywall?
That's what I think it is, yeah, drywall.
Yeah, it is drywall.
Yeah, it's drywall. Okay, so take a picture of that. And then over here, take a picture. Did you get a picture of that? Anything else?
If you open up that door carefully, you'll see on the other wall that faces on the other side, you'll see also there's a crack that I just noticed the other day myself.
Open this door here. So there's a.
You could pull it by the rack or whatever.
I don't want to disturb.
Yeah, you can pull that back a little bit. It'll come
You know.
far back so you can see through there.
Well, this is the.
And you look
crack,
if
crack
you
in
see
the,
that wall.
crack in the closet wall.
Hmm.
Can you get a photo, please?
Get that guy over that door, right over top of the door there.
What, did you say something to me?
That crack right there above the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the main room here.
Living.
You see this wall here. Now that's just opposite of the crack that's in the hallway. That's just the opposite. Same wall, both sides.
You have a picture of that?
You're in the way.
Oh, okay.
And just above this window here too, Oliver,
Let me.
to your left, up above on the left there. If you continue around. You can come all the way down this way. You can get a picture of that. The plaster's actually starting to relieve itself at the bottom on that bottle.
Is that plaster or?
I think it is.
I think I'm.
On that, on that,
Can I go over there?
sure. There's nothing you can hurt. I'd imagine these walls are plaster.
I don't think they're that old. That's why I'm wondering. And I have to verify that, but I think this was finished off, not yesterday, but maybe 30 years ago.
That sounds reasonable.
I think
Yeah,
this was
somewhere in the 30-year zone.
I think it was attic. And I think it got that's what I think. I'll need to confirm it, but that's what my memory tells me and discussions with the prior owner. This was done about roughly 30 years ago. 30, 40, 25 years, something like that.
Well, I'm here 18 going on 19, maybe 19 this year. And that wall there, that patch on the wall was like that when I came in.
Yeah, that's plaster.
Okay.
The patch was
That
there
patch,
when you came in?
right, was like that when I moved in. So when you bought the house, that patch was there.
And these cracks are more recent?
Over the years, yeah, I'd say since the past two floods, that's when things really start to ramp up and progress. If you want my opinion, I'm not an engineer, but I would check the foundation of this place.
But the flood didn't really bother.
Well, like I say, I'm not an engineer. I can't question it or
All I can say
even
is
second guess it.
we're right next to the brook. You think we would have been hit harder,
But
we weren't.
take a look at this. This is foundational.
We really weren't bothered by the flood.
This is foundational. This is the chimney.
Get a picture of that?
Yes, I did.
Anything else in this room?
Good.
So it's all.
Yep.
So let me just. It's all walls in the living room.
Walls throughout the whole apartment
But-
need to be addressed with cracks, deformities, and then sealed and painted. Carpet throughout the whole place. That carpet is, I can't walk. As much as I do walk barefoot, my feet are in bad health because of this carpet. It's like walking through the parking lot.
It's like walking through what?
The parking lot. And it's been there as long as I've been here. I'm sure it was here longer than that. But here, this is what I mean about foundational.
So one thing, and I don't want to lose sight. Let me make sure I got it all in here. And
All these damages are progressive.
And let me say that other crack was here, or this patch was here 18 years ago, right?
The crack hasn't been there that long, no.
But the patch was there.
The patch was there, yeah.
And the crack is,
The cracks are all, they're all been coming over time. Walls were not like that when I moved
over
in.
10 years, over 5 years?
I really can't say, but I know that because I had art on that wall. And when I noticed it was at least 4 years ago is when I started to notice it. Just about the floods, after the floods is when things really started to, ramp up. And I started to see more and more cracks and the ceiling sagging.
Where is it sagging?
Sagging in that room. Just turn around and take a look at it. You can see the ceiling sagging.
I don't see it sagging in this room. You're talking about.
Oh, not the apex. See, I'm talking about the walls over there. The dormered walls.
I don't see a sag. And show me the sag. I don't see a sag.
No, there ain't a sag.
Show me the sag if there is a sag. I don't see it.
You
There
have
is
a
no sag. I'm looking straight down it and there is no sag.
okay. You guys say there's no sag. There's no sag there, but you have a crack running from
I
there
see the crack. Yeah.
all the way down
Can I
to
suggest what
to
the
the
crack
base.
might be?
Okay.
The roof's slowly settling the roof rafters.
So, let's see, we're going into
Coming into the kitchen
the
here.
kitchen.
You have this behind the fridge here. This is your chimney. Boom.
Let me look down the other side. Does it show on the other side? It doesn't. Yes, it does. Yeah, I see a crack. Yes. Oh, no, I don't see a crack. I do see a little crack here. So take a picture of that if you haven't already done it. Over the refrigerator. Okay. So more cracks. About it's pretty superficial. I can't even feel it. So let me get that. What else in this room?
What else in this room as far as walls? That's
As
it.
far as anything.
Oh, well,
you feel it needs.
it'd be nice to deal with the floor in here as well. As you can see here, the linoleum is tearing up here. It's a trip hazard.
We repaired the bottom of the sink here.
The repair has been done. You can open it up and look under there. Repair has been done underneath the sink. This gentleman here did this job a few months back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few months back.
It was in the beginning of the summer, I think. Or the
Yeah,
early part
yeah, I
of
think
the
he's in
summer.
Arizona now. He usually runs out to Arizona this time of year. Yeah.
So that's okay now?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been closed up. It's dry. It's sealed. You know, I would say it's okay. Now, what has happened in the nomenclature of the piping because he refitted the whole thing under there, the water runs a lot slower now. Not the tap water, not coming in, but going out. It drains slow.
It drains okay though? Slow, but
It drains slow. I mean, it doesn't drain properly. It holds water in the sink and goes down like really slow. I don't know if it's venting, piping, twisting, clogging. I don't know.
What's, no water. And, okay. So it's walls and floor.
Yeah, yep. You know, bin, paint. Yep.
Paint, of
Yep.
course, yeah.
The whole apartment needs paint. You know, everything needs paint. I guess this is the next room that could be looked at. You see there's a hole in the ceiling in that room. Look across to your left. That puppy's sagging.
That right there is, I see that.
This is a sag,
Yeah, that's definitely a sag there.
I put tape over it because after the exterminator threw all that rat killer up in the attic above in the attic there, for the first 2 years, the stench was horrendous. Horrendous.
So you put tape over this.
Yeah, man, it was a vent for the attic, man. The stench of this room here smelled like a graveyard.
I don't smell it now.
Not now. You don't smell anything now.
So this is, what do we call this room? Entry room or foyer?
I just call it the mud room.
Mud room, okay. What else in this room?
Let's come in the other
Oh,
room.
this room, yeah. Anything else?
In this room here?
Yeah.
No.
Where'd you go?
I'm in the big room.
In the main room, yeah.
Yep. Have a seat. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I really would like to address the issue about what makes today so important compared to the months that we've been going through this situation. And are you here in the capacity of the landlord, or you're here in the capacity of the attorney?
Well, I'm here to, as the landlord, to get this resolved. I want to know what your concerns are and with the building itself, and then, you know, once we can sort of quantify or itemize those.
Is there a copy of the inspection from the fire marshal?
I don't have that with me. I don't have that with me. I wasn't prepared.
Okay,
to
you don't
talk
have it
about
with
that.
you, but you do have a copy of the report from the fire marshal.
So,
The fire marshal
but
came.
I wanted to go over, that wasn't what I really wanted to talk about. I want to talk about what you want to see done to the apartment to make it to
You-
a point where you
You're the owner,
Yeah.
okay? It's not about what I want to see done to the apartment. It's about what you want to present as a rentable piece of property to the community. It's got nothing to do with me.
Well, of course it has something to do with you.
Okay,
you
we're
raised-
in this position now, which basically, you know, your responsibility is to have this apartment up to code.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important that if you're going to ask me these kinds of things, that I get an opportunity to see what the fire marshal took out of code and why things that weren't in code. This is more important. Now, if you want to, I mean, I'm entitled to that because I'm defending myself in court. Don't forget, you brought me into court. Okay, and
Well,
that's,
I brought you into court, you know that, but you weren't paying rent.
no, you and I had a discussion and a conversation, and that's what, you know, this basically is all about, how we got here. I was supposed to be working with you to work towards a resolvable situation from back then. It wasn't that I couldn't pay rent. It was that I had stopped paying you rent because you were not keeping up with the repairs on the apartment. Example given, here we are.
Well, you didn't itemize these repairs. to me
Listen,
before
listen,
you
listen,
stopped paying
Oliver,
rent.
listen.
And the other
You look
thing
at the
is-
size of this place and look at the community. You've been on the porch, we've had this conversation, and you've admitted yourself that you were familiar with this piece of property because you grew up next door. Okay, so I mean, all of this is facade.
No, no, that's not so. I'm familiar with the property in a very superficial way. as a
Listen,
kid.
listen,
You know,
listen,
I don't know
listen,
every crack in the wall.
listen.
or
You
every-
no. You've been here. This is not the first time you've been to the apartment. Your people have been here, you know, prior to. As a matter of fact, when we had the incident with the rats, okay, that we needed the exterminator for, which was you dragged your feet on that forever.
I mean, I took you to court, just so you're clear about it. I took you to court because you promised to pay some rent.
All the money back that I paid in this year, because I rightfully deserve it. I've been renting an apartment that was not up to code. I rightfully deserve that.
And then what? What else?
I'd like to see this place repaired. And if you want to start over fresh again, we can start over fresh. But I want my money. You've been really, you wiped out a whole year of my progress in film work by me having to be stuck here to deal with this shit. I've already spoken to Artie and your other repair guys. These guys know that I was willing to say, hey guys, here's the keys to the apartment. I'm heading to Jamaica. I got some shit I got to do. Have at it, horse. They could have had that. You could have had that. But you chose to be other than. Where we at with that?
So what about the repairs?
The repairs have to be done here. Repairs have to be done. Yeah. And we could work out a schedule where they can get done. And quite frankly, if and when I choose to move, repairs have to be done.
Well, repairs are easier to do when it's empty. That's one of the issues that we have to talk about because there's
That's
more of a challenge.
as far as there's no real challenge here.
Well, there is.
We can.
There is.
Are you going to be moving it?
Maybe not a huge, not insurmountable, but it still is a factor.
It's minor. Don't worry yourself. Schedule will work. That's the important. Everything should have been done within a reasonable frame of time. And this is stretched out over too long. And I'm expecting and flip over backwards, man. Shit. I'm 76 years old this year. I don't need this shit. I really don't. And I'm not going to have somebody rob me of my peace. And that's what you've done.
Well, neither one of us needs it. That's why I'm trying to
you
reach some
hear-
kind of a
well,
accommodation that
okay.
we can both live with.
Dismiss the case. Have the court give me back all my money that I paid into the court, respectfully and straight up. I don't know why you thought I couldn't pay my rent. That was the part that really bothered him. It's not impossible. You know, that's the part that really got me. That was really just totally disrespectful.
But you started.
No.
I don't know
I
why
asked
that
you from
happened.
Jump Street to fix the fucking apartment. You set this wheel into motion. How I responded was all stimulus to what you laid out. End of story. Full stop. So you can't keep flipping this shit back on me. Like, no, I don't buy it.
Well, some of it is your fault.
No, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit.
We
You're the
both
owner. You're the owner of the property.
We both have fault
You're the
here.
owner. I defend my corner.
We both have
I
fault
come
here.
from a different lifestyle maybe than you. But I defend my corner, and I don't let people step in my face. So if that's what you found aggressively uncomfortable for you, you're bad. But this is real life in a real world. All right? And I shouldn't have to be explaining to an individual that's educated you and at your age. That's the foolishness there. I recognize what I'm dealing with. So we good with that? Dismiss the case. I can get my money back from the court. You could draw some up, and we'll see how, and whatever else money there was that was owed in this cycle, we'll call it, okay? Repairs can be made. I'd like to go back a little bit further with Ren. I'd like to go back to when I had to get bit up by fucking rats. I should take you back that far, but I'll buy you some slack. Set me up, straighten me out, and then we can do the repairs, and then we can move on fresh. We got a deal?
No, I have to. I don't know. I'm willing to make some kind of a deal, but that's
What are you looking at then?
well, the deal I was going to propose. I don't have a firm deal. I'm flexible. I can be negotiated, but I was willing to come up with an agreement for the repairs, do the repairs on a schedule that we agree on, and forgive the back rent, whatever that amount is. It's $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. I don't know what is it, and that's not counting the rent that's in escrow. But that was the rent that was not paid before we got to escrow, and then have the escrow released so I can. I'll need that money to do the repairs.
No, that money's coming back into my pocket.
You know, and
No,
I'll do
then we have no deal.
Well,
Then we have no deal.
make a counter suggestion, but that's sort of what I was prepared to do.
The money I paid in this year into court, I want it, every penny, period. And the money that was owed, I want that wiped off. That's it. If not,
I told you I would wipe off the money that's owed.
I want the money from the court. I want the
money.
money that I paid in this year into the court.
That doesn't sound fair to me.
No, it sounds very fair, because you had me paying on an apartment that was not even up to code.
Well, but you're getting consideration for that.
No, I'm not getting No, I'm not
course.
getting consideration
Well,
for
the
that.
court's not going to give you a huge amount.
You don't
like
know what
that.
you don't know what the court's going to give me.
Well, I
You have
an
no idea what the court's going to, because my case hasn't even been presented into the
The
court.
apartment has been functional. You've been able to use it.
Listen,
You've had a
my
shelter.
case has not been brought up in front of the court yet. So you can't determine that, period. If you had a leg to stand on there, then maybe we had something to talk about, but you have nothing to talk about. You don't even know what my case is
Well,
that I
what is your
present.
case? Tell me
You'll
what it
see it when discovery starts. If you want to get to that level, then we can go there, okay? But you're standing in my door picking on me now
I'm not
as an
trying to pick
attorney.
on you. I'm
No,
trying
you
to-
are.
I'm trying to-
You are. You are. No,
Well,
you're the
that's-
attorney here, bro. This is the part I don't.
I'm here as a landlord.
That's bullshit. But you're still the attorney.
I'm still the landlord.
Still the attorney.
I'm a man
You're
to man,
still
human
the
to human.
you're still the attorney. You're
Old man
speaking
to old
you're
man.
speaking from a certain level and a
Just trying
certain
to help.
place with a certain end. So don't even play that with me. This is what I mean about you not being fair and being honest with me. So
I
Okay.
don't mean to offend you. I
No,
really
you
don't. And
listen.
you,
I've
you
I've
jumped
heard that.
to-
I've heard that my whole life. Okay, I heard that my whole life.
I can't help what you've heard your whole life.
Yes, you can.
Well, I mean, I want to start with our relationship of 3 or 4 years, however many years we've had a relationship here, and do what we can, talk about that and mend it if we can, and come to an agreement of some sort. That I can't talk about the last 30 or 40 years.
Listen, man. Ain't no, I'm not even going there with you. We're not even at social even like this.
Well,
So,
I know
enough respect. Enough respect.
But we
You
still
don't.
have
You
a-
don't. You don't. You don't know me.
we still have a relationship.
Yeah, but our
here.
relationship is one of business. Violations have been made in the business code, and that's the relationship. Your opportunity. It's getting cold.
Yes, so I'll be in touch with you.
Thank
Let's leave
Thank
it at that. We'll have some discussion.
Cool.
I hope so. Okay.
All right.
You
Be
take care.
careful going down the
I
stairs.
will. Take care of yourself.
You as well.
All right. Thank
Ciao.
you. Bye.
Yo.
Yes, my dear.
Well, there you have it.
What? I couldn't hear everything too properly, so tell me. Hold on, I don't know what I even do with this. What I do with